my gosh, I'm nervous. I don't know why I'm nervous because I just filmed the video. Today I filmed a purple spotlight look. I used the Cat's Pajamas Laura Lee Los Angeles palette. It was so much fun making this video. Thank you so much for the 16, 17 subscribers I have so far. You guys are amazing and I appreciate you guys so much. I'm really excited to see where this takes me and I hope you like this video. This one's for you guys and I hope you like it. I hope you stay and watch until the very end. Enjoy the video. Mwah. Another one. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm gonna start with my eyebrows today. I always start with my eyes first and then I go into my face makeup. I'm gonna start filling them in from the bottom. I keep over plucking my eyebrows and that's why I have no tail. So I always have to focus the majority of the product towards the end of my brow. And everybody does their brows differently, so I'm most likely just gonna speed this process up. To be honest, not the best brow day, but it's okay. We're gonna start cleaning it up with concealer and I'll fix it as we go. Well, I like to clean up my brows with the Master Conceal, I believe this is Maybelline. Yes, okay, Maybelline. Shade 20 Light. So I'm just gonna take this, I'm just gonna carve out the bottom of my eyebrows. Alright, so I'm pretty satisfied with this going on right now. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and get started on my eyelids. I'm just gonna use the same concealer on the back of my finger and I'm just gonna kind of push it into my eyelids. I never really go in with another base other than concealer for my eyelids, mainly because I find concealer does, you know, just as good of a job, if not better. Real Technique sponge to blend out my concealer on my eyelids. I'm gonna go ahead and use the Airspun Unloose Face Powder to set my eyelids. Okay, I zoomed you in a bunch, but I think we're gonna focus one eye at a time. That way you can really see exactly what I'm doing. It'll be a little bit easier to follow along if you are following along with me today. I'm gonna be using the Cat's Pajamas palette. Of course, this is literally my favorite palette at the moment. Look how beautiful it is, I can't. And one of my subscribers commented and was like, can you please do a purple look with this palette? And I was like, heck yes girl, I got you. I'm gonna start with my Morphe M330 brush. This is my favorite transition crease brush, Bomb Diggity, and I'm just gonna toss that all around my lid. And I'm gonna focus the product right in the center and not bring it too high up to my brow. And I'll kind of do circular motions towards the outer and the inner part of my lid. So now that I have my transition shade down, and first I'm going to take my Morphe M139 brush. This is just a smaller tapered brush. It's a little bit smaller than the M330. Cookie right here. I'm going to start by patting this shade right on the outer part of my lid. I'm also going to start patting it on the inner like so. And then once the majority of the product is off the brush, I'm going to sweep it into the crease. Like that. Keeping the center as clean as possible. I'm gonna dip into a darker purple shade right here. It's beautiful. Do the same method I did with Cookie and I'm just gonna pat it. So now I'm gonna start to carve out my crease. I think I'm gonna do a spotlight crease today. So when I carve out my eyelid, I like to start in the center and I always go slightly higher than where my natural crease is, mainly because I don't like when the product transfers over to the top part. So I always take the concealer slightly higher up. Then I'm gonna go in this shade Okie Dokie. It's just a cream kind of white shade. I'm gonna pack that on with this Luxie 249 dual end brush. I'm gonna go back into Kooky, the first purple shade that we laid down. I'm just gonna do the same thing, kind of blend out these harsh edges right here. Okay, so I'm gonna go with the shade Out the Other. This is the darkest purple in the palette. And I'm just gonna start patting it in like that, blending it as well. This is the first eye. I'm still gonna put liner and lashes on, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do the other eye and I'll be right back. So I have finished both eyes now. I'm gonna go ahead and start to do liner, and today I'm gonna use the MAC Black Track Gel Liner. Okay, liner is on now. I'm gonna go ahead and prep for some lashes. I'm gonna use my e.l.f. Length and Volume Mascara. It's just this little, you know, simple mascara. Today I'm gonna use my new Morphe lashes. Look how beautiful these are. Oh my gosh. These are in the style Romancing. I am using my handy dandy Duo lash glue today. This stuff is strong. Intermission. Oh, look at how beautiful these are. These lashes are bomb. I'm just gonna highlight right here at the peak of my eyebrow. I'm gonna go in with my Dr. Brandt Luminizer Primer. Honestly, I am not crazy about primer. Maybe it's because I haven't found a primer that has changed the game for my foundation routine. Honestly, I just put this on because I have it and I don't want it to go to waste. Wet Real Technique sponge to blend this out. I don't want to rub my hands all over my face. I get concealer in my hairline. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply my foundation. This is a Morphe M173. This technically is a concealer brush. I got a sample of the NARS Radiant, I think, foundation. We're gonna go with the light coverage today. Just that, you know, satin light, you know? I'm so sad because I usually use my Morphe sponge. That's my favorite sponge to use. But as I was washing it, I like split it in half on accident. Look how that happened. But today we're just gonna use this sponge because it's good still. I don't know. It's not as pouncy and, you know, soft and squishy like the Morphe one. If anyone has any good foundations for normal to dry skin, leave it down in the comment section, please. I need to try something. I need to get hooked on to something new. Just started using this Born This Way Naturally Radiant Concealer by Too Faced in the shade Medium Nude. And so far I like it. It's pretty lightweight. It's not as full coverage as Shape Tape, of course, but I kind of like that. And these are all the areas I like to conceal and highlight. I'm just gonna take that same Real Techniques sponge to blend it out now. I'm first gonna start by setting my under eyes. I'm Just gonna dip the sponge into the powder like that. I'm gonna let the sides of my nose bake a little bit longer because my nose area does tend to crease throughout the day. I'm first gonna contour a little bit. I'm gonna take this Real Techniques little fluffy brush. This is a cocoa powder foundation in the shade Tan. It is too tan for me, so I use it as a contour slash bronzer. I'm gonna take this angled little kabuki brush and I'm gonna use my Wet n Wild bronzer. This is in the shade Bronzer, okay. Oh wait, no, I think it's Ticket to Brazil. That's what it's called. I hate that once you start to contour your nose, you can't look at your nose, you know, the same anymore. So now that I've started, I literally just can't do a full face without contouring it. Maybe one day I'll accept, you know, my big old Samoan nose, but until that day comes, I'll keep chiseling this out a little bit. And obviously that looks very harsh. I'm gonna go in and fix it, but before that, I'm just gonna dust off this powder because it has been sitting a little bit long. And I'm just gonna go over that contour just to diffuse those harsh lines that we just made. Ooh! I don't know if you guys noticed that. I don't know if there's a big difference, but it looks different to me and I'm happy with it. Now that all our powders are set into place, I'm gonna go ahead and set my entire face with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Love it, love it. Looks like the skin is about done. All I have to do now is highlight. I'm gonna use my favorite drugstore highlight. Bomb, just look at it. Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter. This is in the shade Molten Gold. I'm gonna use the Morphe R36 brush. This is my new favorite highlighting brush. I'm just gonna lather this baby up with some highlight. Do you see how perfect this is? So I'm just gonna hit the high points of my cheekbone right here, tip of my nose, down the center just a tad. And then yes, I'm gonna set some more. So the skin is looking good. I'm living for this highlight. Now I'm just gonna start with my lips. I think I'm gonna go in Vivid Mac Liquid by Maybelline. It's this purple shade. It's perfect for this eye look. I'm gonna first line my lips with this NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner. I'm gonna go ahead and do my lower lash line. I'm gonna go in with Balm Diggity first. I'm gonna take this dual end Eagle Tools brush. Do you love it, or is it just me? I'm confused. Put some mascara on the bottom of my lashes. Alright, you guys, this is it for the final look. I hope you like it. I hope you try it out. I hope you learned some tips or tricks that you may not have known before. I hope I inspired you to go film or do a purple look like this. It is so much fun. I hope you enjoyed this video and thank you so much for watching. Mwah!